Good morning. It is Friday, September 4th. I actually remember what day it is today. And lucky you, you get to see me with no makeup on because I think I already said I was going to get up early and take a run. I didn't really get up early. I didn't really get up much later than usual, but today I think I told you I'm going to take it easy until I have only two things on the agenda today. And then I'm going to really make today about kind of taken some time to step back. And I was thinking I wanted to research a little bit about the history of Labor Day. So in the U.S., and I have a great following all over the world, so I figure it's time to maybe talk a little bit about the U.S. versus some other places. But in the U.S., we have what we call Labor Day weekend. And it is, Labor Day actually falls on the first Monday in September of every year. And it's a little late this year. So here's some factoids about it here. It says Labor Day pays tribute to the contributions of American workers. And it became a federal holiday in 1894. Very important info, I know. I just thought it was kind of fun to get some details on it because I never really knew. And we think of it as like the official end to summer. And I know this week I've talked about it, like being back to school mentality and all those things, but usually on any other normal time of the year, Labor Day weekend would be a time to like close up your lake cabin place or, to have a barbecue or, to really spend time with people before everybody gets back into the grind of work and school. And so you don't really ever think about what it means because you're in the middle of just enjoying and having fun. And this year it's a little bit different, obviously. I mean, not having backyard barbecues and not having big gatherings of people. So, how do you really take the time to reflect? And, I've been working really hard. I know everybody's been working really hard. And it made me think about how differently we are working now. And what does it mean when there seems to be like no end to work? If you are working from home, which a lot of people are, not everybody, but a lot of people are, there's a sense of, where's the boundary between my work, my professional life, and my personal life? Because it gets really mushed together. It's really hard to separate one from the other sometimes. So this weekend, by the way, I'll have no episode of Morning Motivation on Monday, Labor Day. So sorry about that. You only get 4 next week because I am actually going to observe Labor Day for as much as possible. But I think it's important for us to take time to recognize that things have changed, and some for the worse, and some for the better, and some we don't really know yet. Some are just neutral or just really new. But, I think it's important that we reflect on what we are doing well and give ourselves a pat on the back. One of the things I've been doing, we have a new business actually that we launched in August called Kukua Biz. And Kukua Biz is Kukua means growth in Swahili. And it's because most of you know that I have an incredible team out of Kenya. And I have so many people that are always saying, Michael, how do I get a Lorna? And how do I get a Josie? And how do I get a Vincent or a Faith? And so finally I said, well, let's start putting some of these people together. So we have all these great matches that we're making right now. And I'm interviewing all these incredibly talented people out of Kenya. And so I've been asking the question, what time of day are you most effective? Because it used to be that traditional work world was, kind of this 8 to 5 kind of thing, but it's not anymore. I mean, especially if you're working from home and you're trying to juggle family and maybe helping your kids go to school, you may not have that kind of traditional 8 to 5. Maybe you never had it. Maybe you'll never go back to it. But one of the things that I say with my team is that I really don't care what time you work. I just want to get our jobs done. So we're project driven. And so it's really fun because some of them are up late at night and some of them are up early in the morning and some of them are doing a little bit of both. But asking people to really reflect on when are you most effective, I think is really important. Now, here's where I'm getting to with this. So people laugh at me when I tell them this, but I started eating ice cream again in the last couple months. This is my husband's fault. This is not my fault, but I'm going to totally blame him. But around 2 o'clock every day, I have an ice cream break. Sometimes I invite him, sometimes not. Depends on how much ice cream is left. But this ice cream break, I have come to realize is not about the ice cream. Okay, it's a little bit about the ice cream, I'm not gonna lie. But it's not even just about the ice cream. It's about saying 2 o'clock is a time for me to take a break. Been back for lunch, maybe only an hour or a little bit more. I think I've told you all before, my husband and I try and eat lunch together every day. But there's something that happens to me at 2 o'clock. Like my creativity, my energy, my everything goes. And then I'm like a zombie. So when I get up and I go get ice cream, or I go eat an apple, or I go take a walk around the block, that movement at that time gives me something to refresh me. And I don't know, it's just my awareness that now I'm starting to recognize that there are times that I'm really effective and there's times that I'm not. And I have to learn to listen to those times when I'm not, because it really doesn't do me much good to try and keep powering through. Sometimes I need to go take a 20-minute nap. Nothing wrong with that either. Who knows, right? But I challenge you to think over this weekend about, how do you want to operate as a professional in your life? What's important to you? And how do you organize it so that you can get everything accomplished that you need to? Keep your working situation great, but that you're also finding ways to maximize who you are. In other words, most of our lives and careers, we've had to fit into the box of what was expected of us. And don't get me wrong, we still have expectations. But we have an opportunity right now to rewrite how we do what we do and get really, really good at it. We have an opportunity to prove it right now, to prove what we can do by finding who we are, where we are, and maximizing it. Because ultimately, that's how we shock our own potential. All right, I gotta go do this run. So excited about it. I'm not really excited about it. It's really hot and muggy. Is there a reason that maybe I could say I'm not gonna go for a run? I think pretty much since I put the outfit on and the hat and I've told you I'm gonna go run, I better go run. Have a great day, guys.